Yeah, my manager, she grabs 2 bottles of Hooters tequila and she's like, let's go to the bathroom. What's good? What's up? What's popping, guys? It is Teyana Latrice and I am back with my final Hooters video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this time of me spilling the tea about the times that I've worked at Hooters, because this last story is the juiciest of the juicy. So, boom. Yeah, I think this last story has been the most anticipated because in this story I will be talking about all of the drug use and all the drugs that I came upon while working at this job. Alright, so let's get into it. So this is what happened. I was having my normal day of work, and someone came up to me and they're like, hey, there's someone, I think they're passed out in the bathroom. So I told my manager, I'm like, I don't want to see that body. You handle this. I'm not handling this. So my manager goes in there and I go in there with her. It's the men's bathroom, by the way. It's not the women's bathroom. And there's a man that has just shot up and he OD'd. He was laying on the floor. And I guess he woke up while my manager was trying to do something or whatever, but he ends up fighting my manager for this needle. First of all, I have a phobia of needles. I don't like needles. Second of all, why are you fighting? You don't know where this man's blood has been. Why are you fighting this man for this needle? Why are you fighting this man? She was trying to flush it down the toilet. And cool, great, love to see it. You will never catch me doing nothing like that. Fighting a man over a damn needle. So yeah, it was him and his girlfriend, and they were both trying to fight my manager over this needle because, I guess they were both junkies. I could care less. Listen, I'm just doing my job, trying to make my money. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. This leads me into my second story. The third story is connected to the second story, but the second story has a lot more to it that I could possibly put into another video. If I get about 50 likes on this, I will tell that story because that is a very wild story. But boom, my ex-best friend, we are no longer friends. I wish her the best. I want everything good to happen in her life, because this was I feel like this was just something so shitty that happened, and it just so happened to happen to her. So my ex-best friend, she was doing drugs, the hard shit, not the soft shit. She was upset because I had told her mother that she was doing drugs. Her mother was gonna send her to rehab. There's a lot more to that story, by the way. So we were at work, and she had punched me in the face. In my head, if you punch me in the face, you're never gonna hit me again, because she snuck me in my face. I was walking past her and I was laughing with my manager, and I guess she didn't like that, so she was punching me in my face. It was in the middle of the floor. I had tables right next to where she punched me in my face. And I don't let that shit rock. So I hit the fuck out of her. I two-pieced the shit out of her, and I can guarantee you she never hit me again. Now there was a lot more that happened after this. But this is just what happened in Hooters. So yeah, my manager ended up getting rid of the tape and some more stuff, so we were able to stay on and keep our jobs. But I ain't start that one. I finished it, but I ain't started. That was self-defense, 100%. Yeah, I didn't start that one. I had ended up watching that video later on, and I was just so pissed because how you gonna sneak me? How you just gonna hit me in my face? No warning, no nothing, no square up, no nothing. You could at least had that fight fair and square. No, there was no fair and square. It was after. But there was no fair and square at that time. So I just got hit in the face and had a black eye. And I was pissed. I was pissed about that fucking black eye. I was so pissed. And I think I'm more mad at myself now because in my head at that particular time, like I didn't want to hurt her. And there's a side to me, and I feel like this is with everybody, there's a side to me that like wanted to kill this girl. Like I had like flashes in my head, Teyana, do this. I was like, no bitch, we are not gonna do that. So I just hit her a couple times and I called it a day. But I was pissed that I had a black eye. And I feel like after the whole fighting thing happened, I think I was pissed off at myself that like I didn't beat her up more. Is that weird to say? Like in the moment I was like, I didn't want to hurt her. Like, cause I knew my own strength. I did not want to hurt her, so I didn't go full capacity. I didn't allow myself to black out. It could be growth. I don't want to be grown no more. Let me just lose it on somebody. Let me just lose it on somebody for a little bit. But yeah, I got into a fight in the middle of the floor at Hooters. Like, oh girl, first of all, I didn't have my wig secured or anything. I threw my wigs on like hats. She snatched my joint off. I didn't really care about that because like, you ain't got, first of all, I was bald. You ain't got nothing to pull. You can't pull on nothing. You really try to pull my hair off? You try to pull my hair? This is not about Hooters anymore. But that's what pisses me off. Don't try to pull my hair. Don't do that when we're fighting. Don't do that. That makes me madder. So that leads me to my third story. Last and final story about Hooters, and then we're done. No more tea time about Hooters. I want to leave Hooters in the past. So my manager that I bring up multiple times in these stories, she and another girl, they so after all of that happened, like I just stopped going to work as much because like I don't like confrontation. Like I don't like problems. And come to find out, like because my ex-best friend was like trying to quit, they were in the beauty room snorting cocaine. Now I really want to know like who hires managers at Hooters. But is this what y'all do? Because I didn't even work there for a year. I don't even know if I worked there for 6 months. This is what y'all do. So, and don't even get me started on how my manager that I keep bringing up, she talked about how another one of the managers like was like stealing or something like that, and I was like, I never believed her. Like I never thought it was the other manager. So there was another girl that like I bartended with, and she started becoming a manager like a little bit after the first manager. And she started like blaming her on like the missing money. She's like, oh, she's stealing. And back in my head, like back here, I was like, nah, bitch. I think you were the one that's stealing. I never thought she was the one that was stealing, because if she was stealing, like she would have stole a long time ago. Like she would have made that bank shorter. I don't think she would have done that, especially because like she was trying to get her shit together. Again, I digress. Listen, if you want the next story, I can talk about how my ex-best friend told me she wanted me in a body bag. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and share with your mama, your daddy, and your bald-headed granny. And I will see you guys for the next video.